Baila, baila morena. Come on, ladies. I like it. Lick and die. Coming soon. Come on, ladies. Zumba que zumba. Zumba que zumba. Ladies, everybody. Hey, hey. Come on, ladies, everybody.
Zumba was it was a great project to work with. It really was. We had an opportunity here to really demonstrate Image4's capabilities to take an enormous amount of floor space and fully transform it into a pop-up retail experience. You had everything from clothing displays to shoe displays. We had a DJ platform, the cash counters, just like I say, a tremendous opportunity to really just show off all of Image4's capabilities, show off all the things that we can bring together and help the client really achieve what they were trying to get.
Zumba is a fantastic international brand. We were thrilled to be able to work with them. They do so many good things that really aren't all that well known. One of their health initiatives is focused on getting overweight and elderly people moving and being healthy again, using activity and exercise as a connector to health. And that's core to our organization, is keeping our staff healthy and being involved in the community. So it was a great emotional alignment for us. We had a lot of fun with this project.
Ladies, everybody. Ladies, everybody. Morena, 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 morena,
The Zumba project manager, Harry Barzilli, was introduced to us through a very strong connection we have with a staffing company, Encore Nationwide. Encore has been working with Zumba for a number of years on their internal programs and the national convention and the Popup program. Last year's show was a little bit challenging for Zumba, and we were asked to come in and address some of the challenges and maybe come up with a new solution to the Popup program. The main location was in the Drake Hotel at 30,000 square feet. The secondary location was a clearance center of about 24,000 square feet over at the Orlando Convention Center. Our project design and our footprint design accommodated both styles of traffic in both locations. As is becoming usual in the pop-up world, we had a very limited setup time. We needed to set this entire program in about 3 days. So we developed a rolling setup strategy using labor on and off to manage the union work requirements while keeping the A-team on the floor as much as possible. Part of the footprint design strategy was to understand how people were going to interact with the merchandise. We understood that people who were going to buy shoes were going to be focused on that area for an extended period of time while they took off their existing shoes and tried on 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 pairs of shoes and then boxed that back up and moved that out. So we created that space on the far side of the floor footprint and put all that long-term purchasing activity in a discrete area. Conversely, where people could walk by a piece of merchandise and make a quick decision about whether they were going to buy that or not, we clustered that area in a rapid flow of traffic, so as folks walked by, they could just grab and go. The event happens very, very quickly. The store is set up in a very short period of time relative to the space, and then the attendees flood to the store, literally, in a very brief period of time. And the store hours are limited within the span of the convention, so we've got to move a lot of merchandise, accommodate a lot of people in a very short amount of time. Moving 7,500 to 8,500 people onto a retail floor in a matter of minutes, literally, was something I've never contemplated, and certainly something that was worth seeing in person.
So the material that was used extensively in the Zumba project is a material called Reform, and this is a modular material, comes in a variety of different shapes, lengths, configurations, and because it is a modular system, it allows us to develop configurations that are, really multi-use. You have the ability to assemble all sorts of designs, all sorts of shapes, and it's a fantastic system because it's not only easy to work with, but it goes up quickly, it comes down quickly. For pop-up retail environments in particular, it's something that is extremely easy to work with. We're very comfortable with managing different configurations and designing with it. It works really well with applied graphics. You have the ability of using the Reform material and all of its related components to apply anything from a lightweight coroplast graphic all the way up to something like a dye bond material. And again, that's all things that we are used to managing, used to working with.
Unpredictability is so key to events like this because they're living and breathing and they change every minute. So what we do is every week we constantly run through the program, run through setup, run through how people are going to come into the space, what problems, questions, concerns that might come up.
It was a given that there was going to be some last minute changes, and we knew that. We prepared for it. We had folks on site to make sure that they were there when those requested changes came through. A known variable, it's something that we plan for. We expect it with every major project that we go into, and we, again, keep people on site through the term of the project in order to help manage that.
By all measures, the Zumba program was highly successful. Harry Barzilli has fed back to us that all of the financial metrics were exceeded, both on the budgetary, on the input side, and on the revenue side. They were able to move more merchandise than they've ever moved. Consumers were through the space more quickly and with a higher level of satisfaction than they've ever experienced. And less merchandise was returned to the warehouse than ever before. As the pop-up industry in America matures and gains some traction, the programs get larger and larger, and we've been involved now in two of the largest pop-up programs to have launched in America, one at 24,000 square feet and this one at 30,000 square feet. I can certainly see this scaling. The industry is really picking up some traction, and it's interesting to see that the Image4 core methodology about how we design and build these things is allowing us to deliver a scalable solution to our customers. We can do a 2,000 square foot footprint. We can do a 35,000 square foot footprint. Just the concept has to scale. We've got some methodology behind that, and as we find the clients who are interested in developing these programs, we plug that methodology in and we go on to bigger and better programs.
Being able to stand there and say, we did this, our team did this. Now, granted, there was obviously input from Zumba, there was input from other project managers, and everybody worked together as a great team to do this. But for the actual structural fabrication systems that we put up, it was very rewarding to see it go from design to not only a completed project, but a completed project that the clients said was just incredible and was a vast improvement over their prior year's project. That alone tells us, job well done.